What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back again with another freaking video, and this one right here is 90 Day Fiancé Season 7, Episode 1 of Happily Ever. But based on the cast, I don't feel like it's Happily Ever After. I feel like it's Happily Ever Disaster. But anyway, with that being said, let's give a big massive shout out to every single person that is a member of the channel, that is a member of Patreon, and that is a subscriber as we continue to grow. Now, with that being said, let's get into this week's episode of Season 7, Episode 1.
Alright, I saw her profile. I thought she's very beautiful. I feel like she's very innocent and nice person. Like, that was my first reaction.
Innocent?
Yeah, that's what I said. That was my first reaction.
Innocent?
Yeah. And we start growing feelings for each other. But the problem is, I was using a fake name and fake picture as a social media profile.
Wait, what? And she continued to speak to him and then to go off and marry, because they've been married for 2 months now. If that's not a red flag, speechless. Wow.
It was like some white-looking guy from London, I think, wasn't you?
Yeah, that was an actor.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And then one day I come clean. I was so scared that maybe she's gonna block me. She's not gonna talk to me ever. Or maybe she will call the cop on me.
No, but I was really having a lot of fun with you, that's why.
Yeah. She said, okay, I want to see you.
So I went all the way to India to meet him in person, and we continued a few more years in a long-distance relationship until I finally decided to move to India to marry Sumit.
So he lied to you about what he looked like. Then you continued to talk to him, and then you flew to India so he could prove that that is him. So you invested your money into a plane ticket to see a guy that had liked. You see, I never saw their season, you see. Then you to me. I know of them. Wow. Wow. That's all I gotta say.
Oh my God! There you are! Now that Sumit had a secret.
I didn't tell Jenny that I'm married.
I thought you loved me. I thought I'm the one you wanted. What happened?
It's not like that I want to be with her. It was an arranged marriage which was arranged by my parents. We were not in love. I got married. And after that, I tried. Didn't work out.
So I just went ahead and left and went back to America.
After a while, I finally get divorced and Jenny comes back to India. But then we have to deal with my parents. मैं शादी करने की सोच रहा हूँ।
शादी जिस दिन तूने शादी कर ली उस दिन हमारी लास्ट पर से गुजरना होगा तेरे को।
कोई और देख ले से बुढ़ी उसे कर ले किसी से भी कर ले सोशल की देख ले उसे कर ले।
His parents were against the marriage from the beginning, but then I think they saw that I really genuinely do love their son, and they had a change of heart.
मैं ये कहना चाहती हूँ कि और आपका नेचर अच्छा है, बहुत अच्छा है।
We love you. We love you so much.
I felt like I had finally succeeded and won over Sumit's family. Do we have your blessings to marry?
We are not going to stop you and not going to support you.
I understand.
This is actually getting my nerves. So he lied to you, and now you have to prove yourself to his family to make sure that they know you're legit. When he's the one that lied, nah. And this is happily ever after. Like I said before, happily ever disaster. The crazy thing was a disaster before it even started. They need to change this to happily ever disaster. This ain't not ever after. Come on now, this is ridiculous.
So I did the conversation I had with them was approval to get married. So finally we just decided that let's get married, and
We able to.
I authorize Jenny and Sumit as husband and wife.
It's only 2 months, but I'm enjoying my married life. I don't know for how long, but right now I can say that I am enjoying.
I don't know for how long.
Thinking to tell my parents at the tell-all, but they went back on how they felt about Jenny.
Sadhna, do you feel that it is okay if Sumit and Jenny get married?
बिल्कुल भी पसंद नहीं करती मैं जेनी को सुमित के साथ रखता हूँ।
Why you are so anxious to getting married?
Because we love each other, that's why.
After the tell-all, we temporarily moved to a new apartment, which is other side.
Do his parents know that did his parents know that he's the one that lied to her to begin with? I couldn't write this story even if I tried. Wow.
The city.
We're worried that his parents will come to find out that we're married through someone else, so they'll come and try to take him away. They've done it before, and I know that they're going to try and do it again. Oh, thank you. So nice.
You're welcome. Thank you.
What is this?
Lemon water. Yeah.
It's salty. You know I don't like that.
Yeah, I know. But I like salty one.
Can you get him?
What do you want?
Coke.
Salty, lemony water is like a very common in India.
Yuck. I'm more of a sweet person. I can't get on the salty side of things.
Don't lie.
You don't think I'm sweet?
You are super sweet, actually. Yeah.
Kind of relaxed now, you know. Okay, we're married. This is what we wanted. Finally, we did it. And so I feel less pressure.
I think only Khalid is me telling my parents that we are married.
Yeah. All right, don't tell them. And we'll just go live life in a different state then.
I'm in a very tough spot. A lot of people know that we are married. If my parents comes to know through someone else, they might never talk to me ever again, and I don't want that to happen.
I don't want to spend a whole season worrying about these two, worrying about whether his parents are going to find out or not. That is a terrible storyline. TLC, is this what you got for us? 9 minutes in, I'm already listening to these two. Can we not move on to the next couple, please? I can't get my words out because I'm just that taken back. If I say that though, then we'll move on to the next couple, and I'll be like, oh no, okay, move on to the next couple, please. Yeah, there is no winning with TLC, but hey, it is what it is. We still here, we still watch.
But I cannot live a happy life without my parents, because in India, parents and kids' relationship is very strong and important. So I'm very nervous.
I think it's going to hurt our happiness. I think it's going to cause problems for us.
I cannot hide it because if somebody else will go and tell them, they feel betrayed.
It's your life. Just think about how happy we've been this whole time.
I don't want to spoil this happiness, but thing is now it's too late. I already invited them. They are coming tomorrow to our old house. I would love that if you join us.
Oh my God. This is going to be a repeat of the other time they came to our house, except this time I think it'll be worse. He didn't come and talk to me about this. It just was something that he did. I feel like I'm tricked into this. What the hell? Then why did we leave the house? That was my whole point. Let's be comfortable and safe, and I don't have to worry about any of this drama going on, and now here we go. See? We get married, we're happy, and still we can't be happy.
I know it's hard for Jenny to understand, but I cannot keep this from my parents because they are the only people who love me along with Jenny unconditionally. Whatever I do, it's possible that I might lose them, but I have to tell them.
Okay, well, I'll tell you how I feel tomorrow. Lost my appetite.
Shadi and I have been married for 7 whole weeks. So have you ever tasted snow?
No.
So legit, they literally put these two back on the show back to back.
Good guys.
Tastes good.
Bella and I met each other online.
Now we ain't doing this. We ain't doing this. We ain't watching. I'm not gonna sit here and listen about how they met. I already know how they met because you literally saw it in the last season. That's why I'm each time they do a thing over. So we met here. I'm skipping that part 100% because we don't need to know. We don't need reminders of how they all met. We all know how they met. Like TLC, what you doing? You're just wasting time. Adding more minutes just to make the show longer for what purpose? Come on now. I don't need to know. Sorry, I'm just frustrated already because I'm already looking at Bilal and Shahida, and I've just had Summit and Julia, and I know you feel my frustrations. Don't act like you don't feel my frustrations. This is why we all come together to watch it together so we can share our frustrations together. Because watching it alone, we just can't. It's too frustrating to do so. We have to vent. But yeah, let's continue.
After I arrived in America, that's when the pranks started. Bilal, you tricked me big time. You bring me to this old house, and he said, "This is my home." This is the home, babe?
This is home.
It looks like it could collapse on us any minute. I am not comfortable. A lot of things that needs to be fixed.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that need to be fixed with your attitude right now, too.
Bilal was 100% dishonest.
It was a prank to see. Like, hey, let's say if I was a millionaire and I lost everything tomorrow, like, would you still want to be with me? So it was like, let's put it to the test. She failed miserably.
Come on, that's her.
Yeah, we're still talking about the pranks. Legit, why are we having a recap of season 9? Are they going to say anything that's like worth talking about? Probably a post-nup. Ah, damn, I really hope I'm not the only one that's frustrated right now with just like a lack of originality from TLC, but hey.
On top of him testing me and pranking me, I had a lot of adjusting to do coming into Bilal's world. I was fearful adjusting to, me And the prenup last minute, them helping me financially to set my business up in KC. Being married is that you don't have to be lonely anymore. You don't have to sleep alone. You have someone that you communicate with every day. I don't have to send my money as often too, so.
Then I have it right here.
Thank you.
So you're gonna have some water for you. I think so.
Well, okay, I've skipped a little bit. Hopefully, this is actually going to be something interesting with these two. Probably not, but let's see. Something fresh at least. Come on. Oh.
Oh, you smell the aroma?
I know. I am loving the American food, but I think I'm still fearful to eat beef in America. It looks very pink and raw.
I have to explain to her some people eat things rare, medium, or medium well.
Well done.
She likes her stuff burned. Kind of tart.
Not liking the taste.
Yeah. We ordered an iced tea, unsweetened iced tea.
I'll pass on the iced tea.
Nah, son. Don't come over here, because this is all me.
Please.
You do it every time. As if it's yours.
A sip, one sip.
You don't do a sip. Yeah, see, look at you. I see the backwash.
There's no
You got
backlash.
saliva, just...
Come on. We're still learning about each other, and I'm adapting to his OCD.
I wouldn't necessarily say OCD. However,
You are OCD.
there's things I definitely, I like things a certain way, clean, whatever. But she is like on a whole nother level. Like her infatuation with the human tongue.
Yeah, I have an obsession with that. It has to be clean, it has to be pink, it cannot be like cheesy and like.
Now it's like officially,
I felt like everything happened so quickly now.
it's finally like a chance to kind of like woosah. Just kind of like relax, take things in.
And just look forward to like what life is going to be like in Kansas City. But just one hurdle that we need to like get over, and that's just what happened between your ex-wife Shahida and myself. I don't feel good about it.
Yeah.
Problem for me started when Shahida came to my home to try to make me sign the prenup. She was insinuating that I was a gold digger who wants to take money from Bilal and his kids. That's a serious accusation.
You know, the kids have been here.
Yeah.
I have been here. So I'm coming from that point of view where he needs to protect himself.
They might as well call this episode recap. All we're getting is recaps right now. I said it, prenup. Prenup is next. And now we're talking about come on.
Together just to talk, because at the end of the day, we in each other's lives. You should not be hostile towards one another.
When I came all the way here, I knew that you were a package, that you come with kids, and you came an ex-wife, and you want things to be friendly between everyone for the sake of your children. We must address what happened.
I would say like anything, just have the right intentions.
Yeah.
Come into a positive mindset, and hopefully get positive outcome. Yeah.
We'll see.
I definitely think that Shida had some challenges integrating to my world. Right now, Shida and my ex-wife, Shahida, there's a huge gap between those two, but we need to get on the same page because I want to make sure that whole dynamic flows right for my children and us.
Andrei and Usman, aka Soldier Boy, online. He's a 33-year-old Nigerian rapper. He's like an up-and-coming star. I don't even know what I was thinking when I DM'd him, but...
He's a what? He's an up-and-coming what? Up-and-coming failure? She's an up-and-coming star. He's been an up-and-coming star since the very time since he's been on 90 Day Fiancé, and that's been a couple years now. Now he's an up-and-coming failure. No, hold a minute, that's a lie. He's not an up-and-coming failure. He is a failure. Yes, I'm throwing that shade. I mean, anyway, here goes another recap.
I never thought he was going to respond. And about 3 days later, I looked down at my phone and he was like video calling me. No makeup on, hair all bleh. I went in the bathroom, brushed my teeth, put a full face of makeup on. I called him back and I'm like, hey. And I was like shaking because I was like, oh my God, like I'm talking to him. And we ended up talking, I think that day for like 3 hours.
Okay, go ahead and lay back and look at that smile. Oh my God. They look
That was
amazing.
such a difference, right?
They look great.
They look so different. I started out as fan, then I became super fan, then I became friend, then I became potential.
I'm sure he's going to notice him. He's like, girl, they look great.
He better. And then Usman invited me to Tanzania to watch him shoot his music video. I knew this was like my chance to go from potential girlfriend to girlfriend. But with him, he had reservations. He was just like, okay, wait, let me see this woman in person first and get to know her a little better.
Well, why don't you want to have sex with me, though? I don't understand. It's not I don't want to. I just feel like it is not
You just
yet
don't
time.
want, doesn't mean you don't want me.
If I don't want to, I won't invite you. Right?
I had to like jump through hoops to make this man my boyfriend. But guess what? Hashtag I win.
I pronounce you boyfriend and girlfriend.
I saw the boy's girlfriend. That's so weird. I had one of the best nights of my life with Usman, but that quickly ended. Because I found out that Usman was in a relationship with Zara when we started talking. And the video and song is about Zara. Why would you bring me down here to shoot a video about another woman?
Oh my God, this is funny.
Like, oh, is it funny?
Very funny.
Is that fucking funny too? Fuck you. Even though I was really hurt.
Wrong screen. Well, I mean, we know what happened. Listen, I'm sure you've been watching that. If you haven't been watching that, then I can't be going for a recap with these two again. I'm gonna be low-key biased. The couples that I haven't seen before, I'm gonna happily see their freaking recap. But this right here, it's just recap central. Happily ever after my bumper. 90 Day Fiance recap. We probably won't get to like the actual storyline until like episode 2, 3, 4, probably 3 or 4, 5. So was the way with 90 Day Fiance. You know what I mean? But let's get into it.
I felt like I needed time apart after Tanzania because it was so intense. And we still had a lot of issues to work out. And then at the tell-all, when I found out about the video chat with Usman and Zara, that hurt me more than you could ever know.
You didn't know that Usman had called Zara?
Nope.
Like, what the fuck is that? Like,
Kimbali, calm down.
I need a minute.
Can you hear me?
I felt like I couldn't trust him. It hurt me. It hurts me. But then, like, he called me and just kept apologizing and saying he was sorry. And he was like, hey, I miss you. I want to talk to you in person. I want you to come to Nigeria. And then I really thought about it, and I was like, I love this man. Like, I want to find out what our future holds.
So you paid to go to Nigeria this time. So you paid for his MacBook or whatever you call it. You paid for his PS5. You paid to obviously go to Tanzania to meet him there, but that's fair because he was going there too. But then you paid for his accommodation. And now you're also paying to go and see him as well. And yet he's the one that's been breaking your heart. Is this a thing now with American women on these TV shows? You know what I mean? Like, I think his name is Julia Summit. I'll get you a name. Well, it's not that urgent for me. But anyway, let's say her name is Julia. I'm pretty sure it is anyway, yeah. So she meets a guy online. He lies about his identity, but then she pays to go and see him. So he can clarify the identity. Kimberly paid to go and see a guy, bought all these things to make him her man. Now, because he has been unloyal in terms of him talking to someone else, she's now going to pay to go and see him to rectify the situation. This is how American women move then. Hey, man, I need to get me some American women, man. Jesus, man, I'll just be mugging you up every single day knowing that you're going to still pay regardless. It's the same thing that we witnessed on Life After Lockup, Love During Lockup, you name it, whatever. Same bloody thing. What's going on? The display of American women isn't looking good right now. It's either they're really angry or they're just dumbass stupid. Like, I'm baffled. Now, of course, I'm a Gemini like that. This is all American women. All the American women that are being put on TV. That's how they're representing the saving myself. But anyway, we continue with this fascinating story.
Are we really boyfriend and girlfriend? Does he really love me? Are you 100% confident in this relationship with this man? He has proven it to me time and time again. Or as he says, time without number. I love when he says that. Hey, so are you? You two look good. Vanessa and Alyssa are my absolute best friends. In the past, they were not happy about me getting a relationship with Usman, but I trust and respect their opinion. Do y'all notice anything different?
Ooh, I see.
Like, dang. It's better, right? It's better. Because remember I was telling you when I was in Nigeria that Usman made that comment about my teeth were yellow? Well, you got it done because of that? Kinda. And I've always been self-conscious about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I feel like you literally just got back from Nigeria. I've heard like 2 things about it.
It was amazing. We got so close. He invited me to come back to meet his family this time and his mom.
Oh, okay. That's good.
I'm going back to Nigeria in a few days.
You really?
Yeah. The fact that he invited me over there to meet his family really means a lot to me. So I'm going to propose to him on this trip.
You're gonna propose to him.
I am. I love him. I want to do it. I just think it would be different, you know, for me to do it.
What does that mean, though? Like, are you moving to Africa?
No, I would do the K1 with them and bring him here.
Last time we talked, like, you mentioned it, that he does want kids, so have you guys talked about the second wife?
Obviously, I can't have children. So we would have a second wife that he would have children with. I know it sounds crazy, but, like, women there, they're, like, brought up to do this. You know what I mean?
Basically, this is basically a rewrite of the first storyline. First storyline, she had the same conversation with the same friends, talking about him having a second wife, and then when it came to it, she was like, "Oh no, I don't want that." Like literally, this is literally copy and paste of 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. Copy and paste. Wow. Okay. Let's continue. Maybe we give us something different.
I'm the first wife, right? You know, like I get all the love, I get all the good stuff. I get to travel, I still get to do me, like I still get to be Kim, I would just be married to him, right?
I cannot believe that Kim is entertaining the thought of being in a polygamous marriage. I don't think that Usman could really have separate feelings or no feelings towards his second wife, the mother of his children. And I think Kim is being unrealistic about him being able to separate feelings completely from this woman. If he gets that
And that is pretty much what the friend said the first time, but let's continue.
K1, does he get to bring those kids over with him?
Why not? They're not gonna come live with
But
me.
why wouldn't he
Like,
want-
read the Islamic law.
Who are you? Like, what? Like, you're just, I think you're moving too fast.
I know you're entitled to your opinion, just like you're entitled to yours, you know what I mean? But I'm entitled to live my life too. I know how judgmental they can be. They're like, don't think I don't lay in bed and I have these thoughts. Like, what am I gonna do when he has kids? Like, what's my role with these kids? I do have these questions, but I feel like I get so defensive because it's like, I know the man Usman. I know the man that makes me so happy. I'm not a perfect person, right?
Your friends aren't being judgmental. They're just answering your questions, moron. And they're keeping it 100 at the same time. But anyway, we continue.
But I feel like I'm interrogated in a way. Look at the questions you're asking me. I would never ask you guys.
Are you asking
I would never ask you guys. And it's about now we're talking about the second wife shit. Can I walk away for a minute, please?
I respect my friend's opinions and then proceeds to what? Oh, get angry with her friend's what? Opinions. Oh, I thought you respected their opinions. Nothing's changed.
Wanted a dating app. And then this photo of a hot guy in a bathing suit popped up, and so we matched. We spoke via video chat and over the phone every day, all day, and then I flew out to meet him. When I first landed in Dublin, we went back to your apartment. Then made out. We got engaged, and we decided to apply for the K1 visa.
Having only 90 days to get married was kind of fast for us, but we managed through because we loved each other. Right, baby?
You're sexy. That's all I'm thinking about. I hear what you said. Just looking at how sexy you are.
Okay. Recently, one of the most amazing things that comes into our success is us getting a house. And it means a lot for me to own a house in America because being an immigrant, to own a house is a huge step. It symbolizes American dream itself.
What do you think, Happy?
I like it. It looks great. Welcome to my crib. Nice. This is the main,
The kitchen.
the main thing over here.
Oh man, this is the party room right here.
Yeah.
Nice.
This is where you spend all your time.
So open. We got pocket doors, so you can open them all the way, and they'll be hidden into the wall.
I have been doing very well by myself. Last year, I decided that I have to get back into the workforce, and I get my real estate license, and I asked some help from Chuck. Chuck runs a very successful real estate business with the rest of the family, but they were not happy about me asking for a loan to start my own company.
So he said, I want you to set me up in business and loan me $100,000 so I can start flipping houses.
100,000?
I got one thing to say. Fuck him. What?
I'm leaving.
Chuck realized that Charlie is never going to accept me in the family business. So Chuck took me under his wing, and he decided to mentor me one-on-one. I'm thankful because we wouldn't be here right now if he hadn't done that.
Damn. So I see man like Andrei got his way in the end. And like Andrei got his way in the end. Or like you said, American dream. I have no idea why I just did that. American dream. Say about the first one. Crazy thing. We continue.
Have you seen the house? Have your sisters seen it?
No, not yet.
No.
They have an idea. I've shown them pictures, but they haven't been here yet.
Get ready for a little bit of jealousy.
Oh, the jealousy is already here.
Once Andrei started working one-on-one with my dad and didn't have to interact with my siblings, we were very hopeful that things would start to get better with
I just want to see a fight, man. I won't lie to you. I want to see Charlie, Andrei finally go at it. One-on-one, mano do mano. And I want to see Elizabeth go one-on-one with her sister too. It's pending. I don't condone any violence.
the family business. But honestly, the more successful Andrei got, they just became more jealous.
Why would you split the profits with someone you're mentoring?
If that's what they decided together as a deal, that's up to them.
I'm sick of you being such a fucking asshole.
My dad was really upset, so he wanted to get everyone together, so he had a family barbecue. But Charlie came in ready. For me, the hardest part about that day was just...
Oh, so they already had a fight. I must have not seen that season or whenever that happened. Because I did see their season when they got married and stuff. It was a bloody nightmare. Charlie was a nightmare. But I didn't know that they actually had a physical fight at some point. Was that the same season? Maybe I missed that episode. I don't know. Wasn't either way. Obviously, already happened.
Simply seeing how hurt my dad was.
My worst nightmare. I thought I was going to see my family healed tonight, but it got worse.
Since Mattel, nobody in the family has been talking to Charlie, and he's no longer part of a family real estate business. I've seen Jen and Becky a few times, but we try to avoid each other as much as possible.
And this is Ellie's room.
Ellie's room. Wow. I guess the barbecue ended up being one of the worst days of my life. I'm a cancer survivor, and I didn't survive cancer to see my family fighting on my back porch.
And a big, big, big closet.
It's put a strain on things. This is the most fractured that we've ever been.
We have plenty of rooms over here. That room over there, we're gonna transform it into a studio. You know, like I'm gonna try to isolate it so it doesn't make too much noise. And she can sing like in her spare time. But you know how she loves to sing. If she's
Singing.
Singing? You gonna start singing?
Yep.
So is this gonna be a hobby, or are you gonna try to make a career out of this, or what's going on?
Well, I don't know. I'll just take it as it comes.
if a studio over there is not gonna work out, then when we have a second child.
Second child?
Can you just put a cork in it? Tie your mouth, please. Hush. This is something that we haven't discussed yet as a couple. He's trying to make decisions for me. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
Like, I'm just looking at your new house.
Yes,
You're learning
you were
you're having a
just looking
second
at our
child,
house.
and you're starting a singing career? What about your commitment to me?
Okay, we're hashing that like right now. Let's fucking do that.
Just stop, okay?
You fucking stop for a second, a little bit, and listen. Because you're going ahead. I'm saying we have a studio.
Excuse
That's
me.
what we have to talk about.
Do
That's
not
it.
cuss in
That's
front
it.
of your daughter.
That's it. Just like
Do
don't say
not.
hash 50 times because it's not relevant. There's a studio where you're gonna sing and it's gonna be across the whole way.
We just started talking about it. Nothing has been finalized yet.
So she's just
One
gonna
one step at a time. I've never really envisioned working for my dad my whole life, and so recently I've been kind of toying with it more into.
Definitely agree with her. He shouldn't be using that type of tone or let alone cussing in front of his child. Whether it's cussing or it's a tone, both of them have to go. You can't be doing it in front of your child. But really, you shouldn't be doing that. Period. I mean, listen, I'm not really one to argue with people. I have conversations. You know what I mean? If I feel like my blood is boiling, then I do what I can to just use myself and leave the situation. You know what I mean? Because shouting and screaming and all that kind of stuff, it's just not worth it. You know what I mean? But hey, man. But then again, though, this is why I surround myself with people who don't necessarily trigger me too much. I mean, or if not so. But hey, we continue.
But my dad's business is very important to me, and I put a lot of time and effort in.
Wait. If you're still here, then clearly you have to like the video and you have to subscribe and notifications go on. It only makes sense. Like, otherwise, why are you still here? Being here, don't even like the video, don't even subscribe, don't put your notification bells on. Rude, man. Jesus. Let's continue.
Into it, so I don't want to make any rash decisions, and I'm certainly not going to let my husband make decisions for me.
I woke up this morning like in the worst mood from what we talked about last night.
I know. Today's a big day. Things aren't going to be same. Today I'm meeting my parents in order to tell them that Jenny and I are about it. I'm risking my relationship with my parents, but it's way far worse if I hide it. I don't want anybody else to go and tell them about before me telling them, and I want Jenny to support me with that. But still, I feel that Jenny is still hesitant just because she had a bad experience with my parents in past. So you want to go to meet my parents?
I think it's such a bad idea.
I think if we go together, it's going to give a clear statement. It shows that we are together.
It's just that I'm just remembering the last time that they came and how mean your mom was to me, and that was just so hard. It was so hard for me, and now I have to go through that again.
आपको अच्छा लगता है?
Do you like?
अच्छा लगता है छोटा बच्चा?
Do you like a kid?
बेटा आपकी बेटी से छोटा?
Smaller, younger than your daughter?
That's not
Shame.
You don't need to talk about
Shame.
age. We love each other. I can make them understand that you chose a different path in life. Like, you didn't choose their path, you chose your own path.
I know my parents. If you say anything, they will.
If I say anything?
Yeah, unless they don't like you.
Even talk.
For me, you're a strong person. You can.
Yeah, I am, and I would like to talk, but you're telling me not to talk.
This time, I just want to stay calm.
Your parents have to accept that I have things to say. I can't just sit there and be quiet. I'm supposed to just sit there and be quiet and, take all the abuse? Like, how, that's not good for me. How can you even say that to me? How do you tell me not to even talk?
You need to.
When people get married in the wrong, when people get married to someone and they don't understand their cultures. Here's the thing though, I've said it before, I'll say it again, it's not even a matter of understanding cultures. To be fair, the moment you marry outside your culture is the moment that you put your culture out the bin. You can't marry someone who's outside your culture, outside your religion, and then expect them to want to change. That's not how life works. End of the day, if you marry someone that has a voice, someone that likes to talk, then that's your fault, mate. If she's gonna talk, she's gonna talk. If she doesn't like being told what to do, then she doesn't like being told what to do. So therefore, you should have married someone way much more submissive. Obviously, someone in your own religion, then obviously wouldn't have this issue. To be fair, if he's married with his own religion, his own community, his own culture, obviously he wouldn't be in this situation anyway, because obviously the parents would be accepted regardless. Hey, you step out, be ready. You got to be ready to go through whatever is necessary that needs to be gone through. Simple as 1, 2, 3. But hey, we continue. But I do agree with him wanting to tell his parents, or anyone else can tell his parents. That is it's the only move. I wouldn't even call it a smart move. It's the only move. Simple as that.
Also, you need to understand what your husband's situation is.
Yeah, but I would like it if you would be more like with me on my side. Stay with me. You're with me.
I'm with you. I'm thinking also that what best I can do just to calm them down or just support them, hug them or hold their hands or whatever I can do, I will do.
And if I'm sitting there crying and upset, then what? You're going to be so busy hugging your parents? What, I'm just going to sit there and cry by myself? See, this is what I'm worried about. I think you're more on your parents' side.
We are just discussing. So why you need to prove something that you're always right?
I'm just thinking what's going to happen. Just listen to me. How come I always have to listen to you? Don't listen to me ever.
I'm listening to you.
I know what's going to happen. You're like, oh, well, you know, they'll accept it. Everything will be fine. You know that's not how it's going to go.
But what does it mean I stop trying? They're my parents, baby.
Okay, so anyways, I'll see you when you're ready to go.
Now what?
I don't know.
What do you want, baby? Just tell me what you want.
I don't want you to forget about me sitting there.
You don't need to fight with me on this.
Then I'm going to be there then.
Then be ready. I'm saying don't be
Oh, I'm saying, can I say anything or do I have to just sit there?
You can. If I want my parents to be with me, to love me, I have to keep trying that. And same point in time, I have to keep my wife happy too.
Okay.
I hope my parents will be happy after seeing me happy. And that's why Jane being there as my wife is important.
Okay, well then treat me as your wife then. And don't abandon me for your family. When you tell them that we're married, it's going to reignite the anger and things are going to get really, really ugly, I think.
I have no idea why he thinks his parents are gonna be happy when they see him happy. And he knows that's not how it works. He knows why they're upset. Does he really think they're gonna give a boy, what you doing? Nah, don't mock it. Don't mock the situation with your nonsense about. I really hope that when they see me happy, they'll be happy for me. You know that ain't gonna happen. Idiot. We're back with Kimberly.
I just don't feel good about the situation. These are supposed to be my friends. I don't interrogate their lie answers, obviously. I know how I feel about them. Why can't that just be enough? Why can't it be enough? Why do I have to answer all this tonight?
I don't know. It's stupid. I don't even know why she gets so mad at us.
Okay. I feel like every time I talk about Usman, or anytime, like I know this is big, like talking about like a proposal or whatever, it's like negative.
You know how protective we are of you. Because you have been in some really shitty relationships where you didn't get treated well. Why do you think we're so defensive?
Then? So this is our job. So then we ask the question. You're throwing stuff at us about a second wife and freaking kids.
Like, we haven't met
you
him.
want us to not ask any questions?
Okay, I guess that's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. The moment she doesn't hear something that she wants to hear, she can throw a fit. That's not okay. My 2-year-old doesn't do that. Maybe she gets so defensive with us because she doesn't have enough confidence in her relationship yet. She wants us to believe she does, and she wants to believe she does, but it's just not there yet.
So I know the first time you
All I want to say is thank God that Eve's son is actually a grown adult and he won't be affected by his mum's poor decisions. Because obviously after the last episode of, just say Eve, at least Kimberly, this is I'm going to use Eve as an example because unlike that, Eve on the most recent episode among other people, they've continued in a relationship with someone knowing that, well, with neglecting that's probably going to affect their child too. So the good thing that Kimberly's son's actually of age. Boy, man, if he wasn't, I'd be screaming and shouting even more, to be honest with you, after the video that I made yesterday, if you dig what I'm saying. But anyway, we continue with this stupidity. But then again, at the same time, though, if I was Kim's son, which I'm happy that I'm not, offense, take it. I would not be allowing my mother to be coming on a TV show and movie mad like this. I would pull it to the side. I'd be like, yo, what go on? You and I need to have a conversation real quick. What are you doing? You're my mother and you're going on TV and this is how you're behaving. And then you invite me to pillow talk to everyone steps. Everyone can see me. We do it so they know that I'm your son. And this is how you want to behave? No. We ain't killing no one's reputation here. No. We ain't doing this. Unless they're giving you a big bag. Unless you're getting paid to act like a fool. To be misled. But unless you're getting paid to go chase a man from another country who gives you nothing. Unless you're getting paid a good bag, we ain't doing it. I'm telling mom straight. You know what I mean? This is the opportunity when the child can step in. You know what I mean? Usually the child can't because they're too young. This one, she's got a grown ass freaking kid, man. You know what I mean? Adult. Yeah. Tell your mom, man. You may even have to bend over and spank her. That's so inappropriate. What that, man? You know when it gets a bit peak like that. It gets peak like that sometimes. But let's continue.
You went to go visit him, you found out that he had been talking to some lady.
Sorry.
Now you guys are 100% committed, fully. So
Yes.
like going into this, you guys are totally committed.
100%. 100%. 100%.
How do you know?
No. 100%. I just know.
Just please promise me that before you propose, make sure that he's not talking to any other woman right now.
Okay.
The second wife, the kids, you have to ask these questions and answer them with Usman.
You need to know at the end of the day, the reason that we ask you these things, we're just looking out for your best interest. But I take it like, you know me. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. I don't really like it when my friends are questioning me. I get really defensive when it comes to Usman. However, I do understand it. I have questions about the relationship. What's going to happen when we do get married with the second wife and everything? I want to propose. I do want to spend the rest of my life with Usman. But until I get answers to my questions, none of that will happen.
Okay, go with me, okay? You'll be good with that, eh? My name is Yara. I'm 27 years old, and this is my husband, Jovi.
You're getting old.
Raw. So this is the girl that, I mean, to be fair, I have seen their season. But you see my girl's eyes, right? You see the wrinkle in the net. That shouldn't be happening at the age of 27 years age. This is why we're ladies, even gentlemen, out here getting the Botox on that and the fillers all over your face and all that kind of stuff. Let's see what happens when it relaxes. It makes your skin look all relaxed, which means it makes it wrinkly. It's like she's been in a bath all day, sitting there. You know when you're in a bath for too long and your skin starts wrinkling up. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on? Yeah, I'm criticizing. I'm not trying to criticize her looks. What I'm trying to say is that she has such a high maintenance of trying to look perfect all the time. But the reality is she is just speeding up the process of wrinkles. You know what I mean? Like, listen, look at this. Me, see me? I got 3 years on her. Nearly 4 to be fair, if you're looking at October. It's looking a bit soon, isn't it? 31. But look at my eyes. See how I've got lack of the wrinkles. And bear in mind, man is tired. I don't like that. Just had a nap. I was tired. I was like, I was not filming. Either way, though, please be careful with things that you're putting on your face at a too young age. Botox and that, well, to be fair, Botox first and foremost was built for headaches, first and foremost. But it's something that you shouldn't be looking to have until maybe 40, 50. Depends, because some people can be 50 and still have great freaking skin and no wrinkles, you know what I mean? Some people, you might hit them when they're 40, who knows? Some people hit them when they're 30 plus because they're smoking too much. Smoking and drugs and all that kind of stuff can definitely mess up your skin. So you may have to get that stuff in early, who knows? But either way, though, this isn't someone who does those things necessarily. So I'm just looking out here thinking, raw, man. And this is someone that's always filtering her pictures as well. I don't know if she does Photoshop, but I'm just calling out that she's doing too much and she needs to dumb it down for the sake of herself. And I'm just calling out so other people don't get encouraged by her, because I don't know if she's a role model to anyone who's viewing right now. But if she's your role model in terms of the way she's always trying to find yourself a new role model, you know what I mean? But let's continue.
Oh my God, no.
She's like, don't go without your
You
purse.
go with me? It's my purse.
I know.
You take your purse, so you go with me.
I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, and she's from Kiev, Ukraine. I know you love your mama so much.
We've been married for 2 years, and we have a baby, Maya, and she's 17 months old now. Mother, you coming with me?
I'm really curious why you're wearing shoes in my house, right?
The sad part is I wouldn't even normally be critical about that, to be honest. I really wouldn't be. But you know what it is, though? I've been looking forward to seeing what she looks like without the filters and all that kind of stuff, because, you know, half the time on her Instagram, she's not looking like the way she looks. So now I'm like, damn, okay, I see what's going on here. You're doing too much. Calm yourself down. Look after your skin. Facing it with the Botox every 10 seconds. Like, not literally, but come on. It's clearly not doing any justice. Just buy the right products, okay? I'm saying have a good skin routine. I mean, I'm not saying she doesn't, but like do that first. You know what I mean? For you know what I mean? Come on now. My skin routine is my skin routine is quite easy, to be honest with you. Put melanin in. Yeah, so if you don't have melanin, it's looking peak for you. I have got a skin routine though. Whether I drop it or not.
Right now. Oh, they're fucking dirty.
They not.
I feel like those shoes have already been on Bourbon Street.
Rah, just like Andrei, swearing in front of the kid. Why you gotta swear in front of the kid for, man? Clap yourself down, Jovi.
You know I hate Bourbon Street.
Yara and I actually met on a travel app. When I saw Yara's profile for the first time, just really attracted pictures up.
Of course I did.
Body like an hourglass, super fit. Money coming fast, I'ma spend it.
I actually talked to a few girls from Ukraine on this app, and they were like, oh yeah, you know, if you'll pay for my flight, I'll meet you. If you buy me an iPhone, I'll meet you, or something like that. So Yara, she didn't ask me for money, she didn't ask me to pay for her to get to me.
Because I'm smart. I pay for my trip.
One trip.
And then you pay for the rest of them.
Yeah, good job.
For me, attractive to Joey that he has this Cristiano Ronaldo.
Call me a gold digger without calling me a gold digger. Yeah, I'm smart. Oh my goodness. It's crazy though, because I remember this season as well. I hated this guy, man. You know, because the way he treated her, you know what I mean? It was clear that he was treating her as someone that should be with him because he's paying so much. But then again, she didn't necessarily help the situation, but it seems to me as if that type of energy is still lurking around in their relationship. And why the hell am I seeing the screen saying Cristiano Ronaldo? This guy does not look like Cristiano. He has this Cristiano Ronaldo body. Is she okay? Ronaldo has no body fat on him, like pretty much at all. You're talking about how he got Cristiano, but this woman is moving mad. No. She's setting the line now. Just setting a line to secure the bag. I'm onto you now. Yeah.
Now the body, he was having his abs and stuff, and now he has a big belly.
We talked for 3 months on WhatsApp, and then we met in Budapest. The first day was super awkward.
And Joe obviously for the first night with a wallet under his pillow.
Yeah, I didn't trust her. You know, I had my wallet, passport, cell phone under my pillow so that she couldn't take my shit.
The next day was definitely better.
And then I guess about 4 or 5 months after that, I proposed on us.
But for us, if we want to be together, the only option for me was come to the US. So I applied for K1 visa and I was approved.
Finally.
Joe, can you just stop believing with the stunts over there?
I get to finally see you.
My first impression of New Orleans, hate it. This is dirty, this is nasty, I hate it. And everybody's partying and drinking all the time, including Jovi.
Show me how much beer is inside. I don't like alcohol.
When you get married, there's the stuff when you need to care about me. So when you have kids, you need to care about your kids too. Not just about you and about your fucking alcohol.
You know, some of our biggest fights started as soon as you landed in America.
Yeah, but we love each other and I get pregnant so fast, so we don't have a choice. We get married.
Yeah. Stuck.
Stop, okay.
I now pronounce you husband and wife. Kiss your bride, my friend. Let's hear it from everybody. Yeah.
7 months after the wedding, I had Mila. It was the best experience of my life. After Mila was 1 month, Joey was going to go back to work.
I work with underwater robotics, and my normal schedule is working 1 month on, 1 month off. And when I came home, Yara had moved from New Orleans to north of New Orleans in the middle of the woods.
I did it for keep Mila safe and move you from all of those parties and drinks in New Orleans.
I understand that, but having a baby didn't mean our lives had to end now. I mean, I miss old Yara.
What did you need from you? What did you miss about Ollie?
You were fun. Don't get me wrong, you're being a good mom, but at the same time, like, you're not fun anymore.
You have New Yara for the rest of your life, Joey. You want or you don't want. When you have kids, you need to be responsible, but I try to loosen it a little bit and just show you that I still can have fun.
Hey, Jody, how you go?
And ask some animal to dance the strip club over there.
No, is that what you did? You tried to move me as far away from the strip club as possible?
Yeah. Hey, oops. Come to mommy. You give mama a kiss?
Say bye-bye, Mama. You go out with your friends. Me and Dad will have fun, right?
Mila. Thankfully, Mila really very good. She's such a good baby, but I call her Jovina because she's still my Jovi.
No,
Such a
you have
little
your
boss.
personality 100%.
She don't like something, she drops on the floor just like Jovi. You'll have fun with Mila Bulichka.
When are you gonna let me have fun?
Well, you had fun for all this time when I was pregnant and all 17 months of Mila grow up. So now it's my turn. Yeah, Mila?
I'm just babysitter now or what?
Please, why would you play this game with me now?
I just got home from work, but you know, now she's going out with these new friends she just made. It seems to be her new routine. I understand that she watches the baby when I'm at work, but at the same time, like, I would love to come home from work and have fun with my friends, or even more importantly, spend time with Yara. You think this is fair? You can just go out and do what you want, and I get stuck at home with the baby.
My man saved it with but most importantly, have some fun with Yara. He saved it with that one. That one saved. Because when he said friends and that, I was like, yeah, but you had it with fun. But then he was like, but most importantly with Yara, I respect that. You know what I mean? And to be fair with you, this is one of the biggest problems in relationships sometimes, you know, where like people say, where does it go downhill? You know what I mean? Like all that kind of stuff. Long-term relationships. You know, I think from a man's point of view, key word, man's point of view. So what I'm saying is not factual. It's just from a man's point of view. Okay. All I know is that for some reason in a long-term relationship, at some point, the sex seems to become non-existent. And from a man's point of view, or for at least my point of view anyway, let me just say, forget man. What I'm talking about, there's too many boys in this world. From my point of view, yes, my manly point. Okay. For some reason, like women then just want to stop having sex as much. I don't understand why. It makes no sense because that was a strong part of the beginning of the relationship. You know the crazy things when a lady says to you, "You're not the same anymore. You're not the way you used to be anymore." Well, the question is, are you the way you used to be? I mean, you know, you're talking about when I'm not the same anymore. Okay, so you're talking about maybe I don't take you as much. Maybe we don't go do things as much as we did. Okay, cool. Are we? But are we in the bedroom as often as normal? Am I still pumping that? You know what I'm saying? Or maybe if he wasn't, you know, hiding it from me, maybe I'd be the same. But you changed too? Yeah. How about that? Yeah. You give me less sex, I give you less attention. How about that? That is such a messed up thing. The point of the matter is this here is that I actually forgot the point. I don't even know what even triggered it, to be honest with you. Oh well, this life goes on. We continue. If I remember, I remember. If I don't, I don't. Oh yeah, that's it. I remember now. Yes. Obviously, they're talking about when he gets home, he still wants to time with his woman, and that is it. I mean, I think one thing that women probably don't know or maybe forget or don't understand is that most men, when men get in a relationship with a lady, they get in a relationship with a lady because they now want to rely on just her. They want to see her pretty much all the time, right? So when they get home, they want the woman to be there. They want the kiss. They want the greeting. They want to sit down. They want to watch TV. They want to go to bed. They want to have fun time. That is the basic fundamental of a man, to be honest, right? Okay. So really and truly, when a man gets home, he's thinking that, oh, you've done your shit the whole day. So, you know, you've been out, I've been out, so let's all do things together. Or I've been out, you've been at home, being a mom. Okay, cool. How about I'm home? Okay, I'll do a little bit of parenting, but you now still stay in the house though, because obviously, like, when man's ready to go, man's ready to go. You know what I mean? It's a sticky one, but it's not a sticky one because you can find the balance. Find the balance is the key. If you don't find the balance, then obviously that's the problem. You know what I mean? But like I said before, man. But these things that I'm saying are just based on experiences. You know what I mean? They're not based on everyone in the world. So yeah, let's not forget. You know what I mean? Whether I'm right, it doesn't matter whether I'm right or wrong. This is the perspective of what I've experienced and where I think it should have gone. Where I think it's gone downhill for me. You know what I mean? The worst one though is when ladies accuse you of cheating, but they're not giving you nothing. I won't lie to you. If you ain't giving me nothing, you ain't giving your man nothing. Doesn't mean he's cheating, but like you can't be accusing. You can't be, you know. Yeah. How about you step up your game in the bedroom and then you don't have to worry about whether he's cheating or not? I feel like sometimes when women don't give it to you, they worry more about the fact that you're cheating. It's like you create this whole fantasy in your mind that he's being unloyal because you are not giving him it. If you're giving it to him, then you probably will have to think about that. But again, no, that differs because some relationship people can still be having sex all the time, but the other one can still be cheating. You know what I mean? Like I said, it differs for everybody. I'm just going through experience. You dig what I'm saying? Anyway, let's continue.
All the time. I think that, you know, both of us should be doing the same thing.
You need to be able to define and found friends.
Look, I don't like these girls. I think they're influencing you in the wrong way. They stay out all night. They never fucking go home. It's not the kind of people you want to hang out with.
My best friends stay in Ukraine. Where do you take me from? I want to talk to my Sudan with like blah 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 like a baby already because I have nobody to talk to.
I mean, I want to come home from work and spend time with my family.
Well, I want to spend time with you too, but if I will go for 2 hours out, it shouldn't be a big deal for you.
2 hours turns into 6, and 6 turns into 8.
When?
Every time you go out with these girls. I'm just saying, don't make this a habit.
Just stop it. I was staying all the time before home with Myla, so if I decide to go once or something out, so now it's Joey's turn.
Live my boring life at home. That life now.
But I feel like I'm so much different because I don't go to party. I go to have a few drinks with my friends and talking and go home. I don't go to lose my shit in the strip club. So that's a different story right now.
Different kind of party?
Yes, it is.
Okay, tell Myla goodbye and you can go and hang out with your friends and have fun.
You make me feel like I'm a shitty person because I want to get out and have fun.
Just be reasonable. Like, go out and have fun. Me and Myla are going to stay here, play, have a good time. You can do what you want to do. That's fine with me. You want to put inside, Myla? Put in. Your turn. Put that one here. I'm jealous because I'm stuck at home and all the friends get to hang out with Fun Yara. I would definitely rather if Yara and I could go out together, but we don't find time for each other anymore. My honest opinion, I think if we didn't have Myla, we'd probably be divorced already. But if Yara and I continue to move forward and not have time to spend together and have some free time for ourselves, our marriage is going to fail.
Being together because you got a kid together. I'm not even gonna say anything to that.
You do, but yeah, it's not popular. Right, so you just joined and I'll grab my purse. Where's my purse, Dad?
Had one sip of my mimosa, just ordered, and then literally like a minute later it was like, I'm like, usually it sprinkles. Like, can I get a warning?
Oh my gosh. All right. That was excited for the
You're talking
talking about? That was such a monsoon. I don't remember. Like, just, oh yeah, it was so cute because she was so excited and like she seems more social too after that. And I wonder if Michelle, I really want Ellie to do as many things as she can so she can figure out what she likes. And also too, we are in a place right now where I can do what I want to do. You know, like singing. Is that still your passion? Wait, really? I want to just like do something that I like, so I'm not stressed, so that doesn't seep into Ellie. You know what I mean? In the recent months, I have been trying to figure out what really makes me happy and to not be as stressed. And singing is something that I've loved to do ever since I was a small child. And it would mean
Elizabeth finds something that doesn't make her stressed. Now that's a new one. Okay, let's continue.
Really a lot to me to follow my passion.
I mean, from the time you were like 3 years old, you sing around the house. Yep. So I'm not surprised that that's still something that's kind of in the back of your mind. Have you talked to Andrei about singing?
He's supportive of it. He knows that I have a great voice. He wants me to do it. Okay. What's your goal? What's your end game? I don't know. We just started talking about it. But I just don't like his approach. Like it's like he's giving me permission to step down from working and do my own thing. Like I don't need.
You're not asking permission,
right? I'm a grown woman. You're just kind of telling him what you want him to do. That's so cute. He's just looking at me like, oh, that's so cute. You think you have that much control? You really just need his support. That's it. That's sweet. I'm excited that my sister told us that she's wanting to reimagine her singing career, but Andrei is usually the one to get in the way of her plans. It seems a little suspicious. It almost makes me think, like, what's in it for him?
I also wanted to talk about Charlie. You know, I know that he misses everybody. Are you guys at the point where you're like ready to, you know, to talk to him, to allow him to apologize?
We have said many times how we feel about Charlie's situation and that he needs to get help and that we want him to get help. Then we'll come back around, but he still is not doing those things. No. Drinking is definitely a huge problem for Charlie, and my mom is 100% in denial. As a mother, she doesn't want to believe that there might be something wrong. I right now miss my brother Charlie and his wife Megan too, because she was like another sister for me, Becky, and Jen, but we don't want to be involved in it. And like for our mental health, that's something that we choose as adults, and that's okay. Why should we say, oh, let's just forget about it, sweep it under the rug like our family fucking does all the time, and just kumbaya?
So saying that comes across to me very judgmental. I mean, I know he has his issues.
No, it's reality. This is very manipulative, Mom.
But at the same time, you know, that's your brother.
We're not saying that when you're perfect, Mom. You don't have to, just because she's our brother doesn't mean we have to put up with a bunch of BS. We're adults. We have all of our own individual families to think about. And we're not seeping the toxicity into that. It's not fair for you to say that you're judgmental. We see that there's an issue and we're protecting ourselves from it.
So what I would like to do is having some type of a mediator or somebody come in where we can all talk together and just throw everything on the table.
No, I don't need to be a part of it.
There's got to be some way that you guys can find a common ground and get past all of this.
But you're not understanding. You are ignoring the elephant in the room. He has a problem. If someone drinks every single day, that's a disease. That's a problem. I don't want to be around my drunk brother anymore for the time being. I love him to death, and it breaks my heart that he has a problem.
I totally get that. The thing is, you guys, I have a big birthday coming up, and I'm not telling you to let down your guard. I'm not telling you not to have boundaries up, but I would like for all of my kids to be in the same place at the same time for my birthday. And I don't think that's asking too much.
Well, it is, unfortunately, at this point in time.
For one day, for a couple of hours, put your differences aside, and you guys will all be there. I don't think that's asking too much for a couple of hours for my birthday.
It is a lot.
I feel really bad being stuck in the middle of everybody right now because I love all of my kids the same, just as any mom would. My hope and prayer is that they will all at least be able to be at my birthday party together.
Surely, there's a point in your life as a parent, you look at yourself and you say to yourself, where did I possibly go wrong? Why are my children like? Why can't they just like each other and respect each other? And also at the same time, as a parent, you look at yourself and you say, okay, where could I or where could have the dad gone? I know obviously Liz's mom and dad are not together. So obviously that makes an effect on children, 100%. But I feel like it's important to identify these things so you can maybe import them in your lives in case I mean that's if you can, do you know what I mean? Because siblings having a rivalry is something that yes can be the inevitable, and regardless of how a parent raised you, it can still happen. But there are many situations where siblings will still come together when it's like when it's important, they'll let bygone be bygone. This is your mom's birthday. I hope it's just a storyline because that is a very terrible situation to be in as a parent. But again, have some sort of reflection. Let's continue.
I just pray that somehow we can work through this, get a counselor, talk about it.
Did you find a counselor for me? You and Dad are a counselor. And girl, because you
oh my God,
you're going to say I have anger issues?
You're banging on the table.
She's trying to get through to you.
This conversation's over. I mean, we're not getting anywhere.
Early, Shida and I were meeting with my ex-wife Shahida, and the goal is for them to be able to work out their differences because my children mean everything to me, so it's very important to make sure that my new wife, my ex-wife, their mother, get along in peace is something that's so important for our entire family.
I am going into this meeting open-minded, and I do look forward to an apology. I just want to put this to rest.
I think peace is a good thing on many different reasons.
And I'm praying that I don't have to go through this again. Like, after today, we can squash this, I accept the apology, and we move forward.
Right.
For the sake of Bilal and his children, it would be good for Shahida and I to just, move past this. At the same time, I'm not a second-class citizen. I'm not the second wife. I am the wife. So I'm not going to be pushed around.
After that incident happened,
So we're spending another season with Shahida being pushed around.
met with Shida, as you remember.
Shahida.
Yeah.
Our names are similar, but she doesn't have my name. Bilal took a very long time to let me know that his ex-wife name was Shahida. And the first thing I was like, is he some sort of serial name data?
I have a Rolodex of people that I have dated named Shahida.
Whatever.
That was a joke.
Stale joke.
Dry humor.
Anytime I think about her, I do get upset how she reacted in my kitchen. I felt like she was bold-faced, abrasive, unkind.
Yeah.
Like, just talking, I came in this open-minded, with a big heart. I was disrespected in my own home. She was very much inquisitive, asking questions that was none of her concern.
You want to continue to hold on to it, then you hold on to it. Or you want to grow from it and move on from it.
If she never acted that way, I wouldn't have anything negative to say.
You're Muslim, right?
Yes.
We make mistakes, right? And then we apologize. Then what's the Muslim thing to do?
I know, it's good to move on and move forward. But at the same time, I am nobody's fool. A divorced wife will not walk into a man's house and just tell his new upcoming wife whatever she wants.
Let's move on from it.
I have given up a lot to be here with Bilal. I am new. I am your wife. You should always try to see it from my point of view. I don't want Bilal to jeopardize the relationship he has with his children, but I'm worried that he's not going to be on my side.
The reality is that we're going to be in each other's lives. But you don't want the children to see you guys going back and forth and bickering and all that.
Nah, it's not even about Bilal not being your side. Bilal's the kind of guy who's just going to be like, I just want to be in the middle. We'll see. We'll see.
It's not good for you. That's not a healthy relationship. I bought both of you all the same book. And it relates to just how blended families, can get along and get together. And knowing that we're not always going to see eye to eye on things.
Bilal is a bookworm. He loves books. He makes me read a book or two every month. And he bought his ex-wife Shahida and myself a book about divorced people who learn to coexist. Bilal probably thought, giving me that book, everything's supposed to be hunky-dory. At the end of the day, you have to do with her. You share children with her, not me. I didn't travel all the way here to have anyone or anything disturb in my peace. So if things don't go well, that's your problem, not mine.
That sounds like a supportive wife.
Bilal, I'm not the type to be dealing with any baby mama drama. I refuse to be a part of that.
Of course, I want to be on Shida's side, but when I first met Shai, I let her know it was a priority to make sure that I have peace. So she has to agree with having peace. If things don't go well today, I could be looking at a very steep uphill battle.
A lot of people from here doesn't really do that. And that's something which I do. I say what you think, but people probably hate me for that.
Oh my goodness, I feel like it's been forever before I get out.
That's the mom life for you. Trust me, I'm dealing with the whole thing right now, but at least get to go out.
My husband is not really like that because he gets jealous that he needs to get out too. So,
No, he had enough time out and you had to carry the baby for 9 months.
Exactly.
So he had 9 months of girl time.
Exactly. I was like, you need to be happy for me. I finally have a friend that can go out. Joey's been extremely selfish, and I understand when he's at work, he's not being out with his friends. But when he's gone, it's like a single mom. I never had time for myself, and I think he just needs to support me a little bit more. I'm telling you, like, Joey always get jealous for me to get out, but when he gets out, he'll come home at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Wait, is he still going to the strip club though?
Not so often, because now we live far away from the strip club. He just cannot get it if I get out and he wants to get out too.
When I very first met Yara, the first time ever, we're at this dinner with like 6 women, and Jovi was supposed to be babysitting Mila. He called a babysitter to come get Mila, his mom, and he's like, I'm coming. We do need to take a girls' vacation. I think it'd be fun to either go to Los Angeles or Miami, and we go have our girls' night.
Yeah, I'm not sure people really like that so much. He will literally track my location all day long where I am.
You do not check your location?
He made me to do that. He checked every second where I am. He's like, oh, what you doing so long in like Sucks Avenue? Well, go out from there. Oh, what you doing so long in Target? Go out from there. Yes.
I've never shared locations with
I think it's not normal, right? Once it was so scary and he was scared that I may get kidnapped. But he continued to check my location. And as a mama, as a toddler and not having driving lessons, it's hard to even leave the house. I don't know what he's thinking I'm doing.
Do you ever reflect on life and think to yourself, why do I make decisions that just don't want to make? And then we have 90-day Fiancé. That's all I want to say. Actually, let me elaborate. I don't see It's crazy because Jovi's already said that they're pretty much only together, or he stayed around only because they had it. Straight away, he's in the relationship for the wrong reason. She's off with her girlfriend, and literally the whole meeting isn't even about, oh, hey girl, let's have a couple of drinks, let's have fun, let's just let her hair down. It's, oh no, let's just have a whole conversation about, If this is what ladies actually do when they see their girlfriends, I should forever be single, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, this isn't. To be fair, I dumb this stuff down. At the very beginning, I say, if I'm in a relationship with someone, I say, listen, just so you know. What happens in our relationship stays between us. We figure it out ourselves. If I ever come across one of your girlfriends and they're looking at me sideways, give me eyeballs, because you've been talking about me behind your back. I won't lie to you. That's a red flag for me. We may have to bounce. I may have to leave you at that point. I mean, well, I say may. I'm more likely to leave you 80% out of that door, because that 20% is a big 20% for you to let me know why you've decided to tell our stuff to these people. Especially if you got toxic friends, which most women do have toxic friends. Don't tell me otherwise. Especially if your friends are single. Oh boy. Anyway, let's continue.
Listen, why he has this kind of trust issue? Well, because you're out of his league. You're beautiful, you're young, and yes, that's how it works.
And this is one of the reasons your friend will be telling you things because they're out of his league. How do you know? How do you know? From my understanding, he's the one that works, right? He's the one that brings the food to the table, right? The way that comment was based on predominantly probably looks. But what about the things that he brings to the table that she doesn't? And to be fair with you, I don't know why women or even men, why would you not be offended if someone says to you, oh, your man, your person, whatever, is out of your league? I would be offended if I was to be stupid enough to have a conversation about my guys, and they're like, oh, listen, bro, man, you were out of our league anyway. I'll be like, raw. You're telling me this whole time I've been dating down? Are you telling me this whole time that I've been dating, that I haven't been in a relationship with someone that is my equal? I thought we was both in each other's leagues, to be honest. I thought we was equals. You're telling me I'm out of her league? I mean, I see you're trying to praise me, but bro, is that how you're seeing my girl though? Oh, I don't think I like that, to be fair. I'm taking that as a subliminal towards my girl. You tell me that she ain't all that. How dare you say that about my woman? I know I'm betting about her, but don't be disrespecting her like that. Telling me that I'm out of her league. What the hell does that mean? This ain't about league neither. This is about, listen, I've expressed that she does this, and that. It's upsetting my feelings, okay? I want a little bit of advice, whatever. Why are we talking about leagues now? What the hell, man? The subliminals. I hate that comment. Oh, but you know, you could do so much better than him. He ain't even that good looking anyway. He ain't even all that. What do you mean? So you're telling me that I've been going out with, so you're telling me that I've been in a relationship this whole time with a man that ain't even all that? But girl, I be seeing you looking at a man like you want a piece of him. You're just telling me he ain't all that, but you want a piece of him. Don't be lying to me now. Nah, man, I hate those comments, man. Like, come on now, man. Like, it's like, raw. Is this how we're moving now? You're going to insult my person. I know I'm vetting it, but damn. I had one guy one time that said to me, oh, I bet. You know what? Let me keep this. Anyway, man, let's continue.
Men literally will come up to you and be like, I want you and your baby, come move in with me. I will take care of you, and Jovi knows it.
Oh my goodness.
Gold digger friend. Gold digger friend. She needs to get rid of that friend. Yeah.
I'm just saying, he's not like crazy attractive. He's cute. You guys look so cute together. But I'm just saying, like, she's cuter than him for sure. Yeah. There's so much more of the world to explore. And then he's at the strip club all night. So I'm just like, I mean, she's stunning. She's gorgeous. And like, she's so young. She's so.
Coming from the person that has a face that doesn't even move. Is that how you even look naturally? Yeah, I'm insulting your looks now. What are you doing? Why are you insulting that? Yo, Yara, you need to step up for your man. This is disrespectful on a whole different level. You're gonna do, I'll do. Nah. Coming from the girls who hasn't even got a real face. Static. Looking like she's the one from Home Alone that got electrocuted. Home Alone 2. Yeah, and the face just stuck like that. What the? Shut up, man. Calm yourself down. Yara, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Yara, I didn't respect you anyway, but my respect levels are going even lower for you now. No. Stand up for your man. No. You can't be letting someone tell you that your man ain't all that. No.
So beautiful. She can totally get any guy that she wants.
You know, he just reminds me so much of my mom, and I do find him attractive.
But just wait. You just said Jovi reminds you of your mom? What does that mean?
He just had the same reactions. I guess that's why I get in love with him, because like he will be like, Yara, going to do this right now, go and do it.
So you like to be told what to do?
Yes.
Me too. I'm like that.
Right.
Yes. Whenever I'm having sex, I think it's so sexy. How's your sex life started back? For me, when it comes down to it, after you have a child, it's like so hard to introduce back into the relationship.
Like for me, it's hard to relax sometimes to have the real sex, because I was thinking, so I've breastfeed Mila for 17 months. Honestly, my boobs, they look horrible right now. I feel like I have pepperoni and trash bag. Did you ever sew like when if you put like you take the trash bag, you put a little bit water down, and it's like this, you pull it up. Did you ever sew how it looks?
Like a banana titty. I mean, how do you think I felt? I had twins. I literally had empty Ziploc bags taped to my chest. It's swaying in the wind.
I'm jealous of her. Look at her.
I know. Are you kidding me? I have breast hog, obviously, and I will tell you, the number one regret is not going big enough.
I don't want to look like Pamela Anderson. I don't need something like this. But if that
You would be a cute Pamela, though.
having a baby is changing your body, and my boobs after breastfeeding, let's be honest, they're so tired, they're exhausted, they need some help. Before my pregnancy, I consider myself confident, but now not so much. I think feeling more confidence with my body will help relationship with me and myself.
Like, I can your confidence. It's in your body. It's who you are.
I cannot concentrate on having a nice time with Jovi. I'm concentrated
How do you
that look.
Yeah. What does he
He
think?
can tell me like, oh, that doesn't look so nice.
He tells you that?
Yeah, he can tell.
No.
He's so open about saying
He's very
things.
blunt. He told you that your breasts don't look nice.
Yeah. So I definitely feel like they don't look nice.
He can pay for you to get your new boobs done. So.
How I'm supposed to feel sexy if my own husband giving me ugly comments?
Please never go to these girls again for advice. If you're gonna have a conversation about your man, you know, you're looking for, you know, external advices, whatever you know, advice, then don't go to these two. Or at least one of them, that's for sure, man. She's a gold digger, flat out. All she's talking about is money this, money that. She's definitely single. She has to be single. If she's not single, then whoever she's with, then boy, man, that guy's got issues.
About my boobs. A woman wants her man to find her looking sexy, and she wants to feel sexy. But to be honest, our sex life wasn't so much good since we have Mila, and I feel if I will have my boobs done, then me and Joe can more reconnect. And then maybe we'll spend more time having sex and less time fighting.
We're gonna spice up the sex life. Let me help you out and remind you who you are, what you have. The pussy has power. Did she just say the pussy has power?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
How do you reunite your sex life with your partner? Well, if your partner still loves you, still wants to be with you, right? It should be easy as 1, 2, 3. And when I say easy as 1, 2, 3, it's very simple. I mean, I know this is working on me personally. You know what I mean? I ain't messing about. Listen, end of the day, as long as I'm still into you and all that kind of shebang. All I know is this: you turn up home, I turn up at home, or you turn up at home. It doesn't really matter, okay? And then you get changed, and then you randomly get changed in one of these little sexy lingeries. You know what I mean? Okay, sexy little like silk, red, maybe even black or white. Okay, you know what I mean? The lace type bras and the knickers. You know what I mean? Oh, damn it! You just walk past me like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or you just walk past and you just bend over. You're like, oh, I'm like, okay, what's going on? we can be friends again, don't worry. Well, I wasn't mad at you. What are you talking about? You ain't mad at all that. But of course, if you're with someone and you've made an effort to look good, you went and bought a nice little set, you know what I mean? You walk past them and I'm showing off the whole asset. And the man just doesn't even look at you blinking an eye. I won't lie to you, you need to leave him. Leave him and call me, you know what I mean? Don't worry, man, your boy's got you, you know what I'm saying? I'll never disappoint you, ladies. I know what I like. Or even like, dress up. Yeah. Maybe go buy yourself a nice little outfit, you know what I mean? Like a little cheeky, I don't know, it could be an officer outfit, nurse outfit, I don't know, it could be anything creative, you know what I mean? Like, something, I mean, that would definitely reunite it. Oh, there's the other one as well, though. There's another one here, right? Play a game. It could be a easy, simple game here, but make sure you're enthusiastic in it. It could be literally like, I don't know, a simple game like, I don't know, you could play Connect 4, you know what I mean? Not some crosses, you know what I mean? Or a little bit of chess or words, it doesn't matter, any game, yeah? And be enthusiastic and just smile and laugh the whole time. Just smile and laugh the whole time. Ladies, if a man is into you, boom, bam, it's working. You don't have to necessarily come in looking all sexy. You can wear a nice little pair of tracksuit bottoms, nice and tight, make sure that booty looking good, you know what I mean? Nice little crop top, you know, walk around just flaunting all around. But smile the whole time, just smile, I'm telling you now. A man that's still with you, the man that still wants you, right? He can't handle it when you smile and you look at him dead in the eye. You don't even need to bite your lips. Just smile at him, just look at him. Every time he's talking to you, just be like, yeah. Just smiling at him, looking at him dead eye. Don't even have to bite your lip. You ain't gonna do none of that. Trust me. Because that smile and the eye contact. Boom, man's like, whoa. It's about to get intense out here, man. Why is she getting all serious? Why is she... It's a madness. It's a madness. The funny thing is that people know all these fundamentals. I think it's a big problem. If you don't know how to, if you don't know how to reignite your sex life with your partner, that's a red flag. Because it means you haven't really been paying attention to your partner, to be honest. That is a big red flag. I mean, but that's only if you don't know. But if you know how to do it based on going back to the past. But this is another thing though, women. Most women that don't know how to reignite their sex life are women that never ever make the first move. You know what I mean? I'm sticking tired of women who don't make the first move. I like a woman that she's more than happy to put it onto a man. Put it onto a man. You see what I'm saying, okay? Because it gets boring when the man's always gotta be the one making the move. And then when it's finally you, when you're horny and you want to make you're like, I don't know what to do. It's because you don't try, like, you know what I'm saying? Learn now, you know what I mean? Okay, have cheeky conversations, just say, oh, so baby, looking for a new set. What do you think of this one, think of that one? Get ideas of what set she likes. And then boom, bam, turn up wearing it. But be confident when you're wearing it, you know what I mean? Okay? Oh, I said the smile, and the eye contact, dangerous. Yeah. Uh-huh. What's going on? What's going on, yeah? Dangerous. But let's continue. Everything has to be done with confidence. I mean, don't get it twisted on all that. But let's get into it.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let's choose.
Cheers to
Yes, yes. Okay. Oh. कैसे हो?
बढ़िया.
बढ़िया, अच्छे.
Chai for everyone. I'm so hot for being in the kitchen.
चाय बनाने में गर्मी लग रही है.
Just making chai and feeling hot.
I've been in the kitchen for a while.
करना तो पड़ता ही है. कैसे हो?
ठीक हूँ.
ठीक हूँ. ऐसा मुझे ठीक हूँ. जैसे बटन दबा दिया. आप तो फिर मोटे हैं.
So how's everybody been?
I'm going to retire in the month of January.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Sumit told me not to talk, but he's not saying anything at all. It's making me more nervous, and it's very awkward, and I'm more and more sweaty. I wish he would start talking so we can get this over with. So,
Yeah.
and we went and had that nice talk in the park.
Yes.
Well, what happened with that? Nothing ever became of it. I never saw you guys again after that. Okay, what I understood was that you guys were accepting me and that you loved me
कि आप भी एक रोज को एक्सेप्ट कर लिए थे, आपने भी एक्सेप्ट कर लिया.
and that you weren't going to stop us if we wanted to marry, that you weren't going to stop us, and that things were going to get better.
ये भी बोल रहे हैं कि जो तुम्हें करना करो, हम रखेंगे नहीं. तुम शादी करने जाते हो, शादी कर लो. ये डेस्टिनी है.
नहीं ऐसे मैंने
आपने
ना
ये
ना
मेरे को बोला
मैंने कहा
है.
ये
आपने
शादी के लिए मैं ना थी राजी ना हूँ ना रहूंगी.
They are saying that not even never said that okay we are letting you get married and we're not going to stop you.
You did say it.
अगर वैसे तुम सोचो दोनों शादी करके हम लोग खुश रहें तो वो कभी नहीं हो सकता. तू कर भी करेगा ना शादी. मरते दम तक नहीं कह सकती मैं कि तू शादी कर ले इससे.
और आपने बोला था कि
नहीं
भैया
बोला
हम नहीं
मैंने.
आएंगे.
दिखा मेरे को अभी सबको दिखा मेरे को अभी दिखा.
जी आपको पता मैं तो शादी भी कर चुका हूँ.
शक्ल मत दिखा दियो कभी जिंदगी में. अगर मेरे दरवाजे पे तू आ गया इतनी बेइज्जती करके भगाऊंगी तेरे को.
क्यों?
बिल्कुल नहीं.
क्यों?
नहीं यार नहीं ऐसा कैसे कर सकता है ये.
कैसे अभी आप
कैसे कर सकता है ये शादी.
अरे मम्मी
नहीं ना कैसे कर सकता है ये.
I don't know why this guy thought it was a good idea to get married without his mother even going to the wedding. I mean, the question is this: are you surprised by the reaction? Absolutely not. Of course, she was going to disown him because, well, one, because he got married without her knowledge. Two, he got married without her consent as well. You know what I mean? Get up. She said, "No, you're not getting married." And three, he probably didn't even have a traditional wedding either as well. He's literally backstabbed the whole culture. You know what I mean? In terms of how things are meant to go down. And for some bizarre reason, he thought that this was going to be a-okay. Not everybody has brain cells, sadly, in this life, ladies and gentlemen. But hey, it is what it is. You let me know what you're thinking down below in the comment section and we'll talk about it. But I won't lie to you, the episode started off a bit iffy, but they got better as it went on, though. You know what I mean? Compared to a typical 90 Day Fiance first episode of a season, this was better than the last season's first episode of the season. Yeah. Anyway, you guys let me know what you're thinking and we'll talk about it. Like, subscribe, and peace.